Good afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and I was going to do a repotting this afternoon. I'd set up the tripod, just about to attach the camera itself, and a crack appeared and it wouldn't let me attach the camera. So I'm going to, I can't do it with the tablet because you need two hands to do a repotting. But these are the ones I've done so far. Now this is Cattleya Dusky Maid by Bruce Randall. I think it's, I don't know if it's LC or BLC. Oh, BLC Bruce Randall. And you'll see this one. I'd already got this in lava rock. So what I've done with this one, can you just see those two roots there? They are just started to attach. So I've been really lucky with that one. All the other roots are intact. And so this one will go in this big pot here. If I can manoeuvre it round so we don't damage anything. And that's why I've got my little stringy bits, because they can absorb the water. And so that one's fine. And I'm quite chuffed with that. Got some nice active growing roots, and you can see that other one there. This is the other one I did. And this is in the black pot. And this is, oops, the label's the wrong way around. There we go. Sergio Aria, Yucasuku Sori. And that's in this nice lava rock and growstone. And this one, Cattleya Labiata var Cerulean. Now you remember with this one, I'd got this big main piece here, and I'd got another piece here, and I'd got two baby pieces here, and I think there was another piece here somewhere. And so what I've done with this one is they were on mounts, I brought them all together. What's that? Oh, that's one of the roots. And let's just have a look. Yeah. So we've got to wait now to see, can you see that active growing tip there? And I think there might be another one somewhere. Can't remember where exactly now. Oh, and I've got that new growth just, where's that new growth? Just tucked under there. There. Okay. So I've just had to manoeuvre them together just to lift them up a little bit while they in that period of making roots. So that's that one. This one is Phalaenopsis hieroglyphica. This was on a mount. And look at the roots. So I didn't damage any roots on this one. And I think this one's going to be fine. We've got that new root there. I don't know where that spot's come from. I think that was on it before. I think that's been where I've had a cane or something, and it's just damaged it. But never mind. This is the one, if you remember, that actually shed two of its bottom leaves. So that's come off a mount now, and it's in one of these. I think these are the 12cm pots. This one here was on a mount, and this one is, let's have a look, Dendrobium Dawn Marie by Ron Camel. And again in this type of a method. And this has got growing tips from this new growth. So I'll take it back. I'm hoping you won't see because of the light on the medium, but I'm hoping that can you just see there, somewhere down there, there's a green growing tip. I'm hoping they will now transition into one of these, they're quite big, these are, the 1 pint ones. These plastic containers, drinks containers. This is the other one. And again, we've got a new growth there. And this is Dendrobium famosum, Myanmar. Okay. And this has promptly dropped all its leaves during the time I've had it. But hopefully now it'll settle down. And again, I've only put it in. You can see that new root, can't you, there? I've only put it in this pint-sized one, because otherwise it's going to be too over-potted. So that's that one. This one here, this is the Brassolalia Cattleya Pink Diamond. And unfortunately, you see that root there? That. I caught it and damaged it. So that was a root loss there. And if you remember, just bear with me a minute. This is one of those pots, isn't it? That goes in there. So I remembered what Ed said about the roots getting strangled as they come through here. So what I've done with that one is I've made, on each layer, I've made several all the way round, where I've taken one of these bars out, and which will allow, if there's any roots going outside, it will accommodate them. So that's that one now. And if I bring you over here to the sink area, these are the ones that have just arrived today, and I was a little bit disappointed in these. Now don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with them, it's just that I wanted them all black. I didn't want part of it clear. Now, you can buy these separate. So whether whoever packed them thought they went together, maybe they do go together, I don't know. But this one's different. Can you see this one? You see, there's no hard edges here. And this design enables the roots to travel round and round and round. So they don't, hopefully, they won't travel up. They'll find that area and go round and round and round. And again, it goes in the outer pot with the little tray. So I've had 4 of those delivered today. I've got the medium ready, which is lava. Oh, sorry, that's the lava rock. That's my cloth I've worked up with. That's the grow stones. I've got my little piece of can't even remember what I call that now. It's just to enable it to take up the water. And there's the other grow stones. Now you can't get these grow stones anymore. So these are the 2 I'm going to do today. Howardian Princess and Phalaenopsis Yang Yang. But I can't do them on camera, like I said. This is the other one I've got ready today. And that lovely leaf. And the reason I've got this one ready, let me show you. Can you see down there? All clear. I've cut out any rotten roots. And this is Pastoral Innocence. Now this is a self-watering pot down there. And I've got the Laleo Cattleya in that one upstairs. Not the Lalea, just the Lalea purpurata in the big one upstairs. I've also got it in one of these, the Sologeny Burfordiense. And I thought, well, I'll put this one in here. We've got a new eye trying to develop there. See, got new roots, green growing tips. And I was going to do that as well. That's that nice new leaf. And you remember that one came out of this. So so the transitioning started already, and some might think, well, why are you panicking? Why are you doing it so quickly? And the reason being is because a lot of mine are actually in active growing mood. And that means that if I can get them transitioned over now, it'll save me a lot of work in the long run. But by the time I, go on vacation next year, I won't have any worries at all. So the only drawback being I've got 4 of these now. I've got 4 of the taller ones. So I'm going to say to my son, if he wants to buy me anything for Christmas, he can get me some orchid pots. But otherwise, I've got the plastic cups. I can transition some more in them. And I've got some lacquer coming tomorrow. So, anyway, I'll come back when I've done this repotting and show you. Well, that only took a couple of minutes, and you'll see here, this is the, there we go, Yang Yang Gagan cherry. And you'll see it's already sending out nice new growing tips. And I'll gently lift it up. There we go, you see, down there as well. So this is an excellent time to get them out of that little cup there into that nice one. And this is Howard Princess. And again, can you see? That one root's already gone down, penetrated down, and that's the newest one. So bear with me again. Right, Howard Princess, we've just got a couple of roots. That one and that one. I've actually wet this sphagnum moss. Of course it was dry. See, this one's fairly dry. So again, it's a good time. You see that one? It's got the growing tips, can you see? Nice ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's Yang Yang Geigen cherry. So I'm going to just tidy this one up now. Even that one, I think that had a little bit of rot. It's not completely dead. I'll just cut that little end bit off and I'll get these 2 potted up. So my hands are a little bit wet now, but never mind. And this is the first one. I will just brush the leaves and get that little bit of sphagnum moss from there and tidy up, of course. So this is the first one. And can you see the new root there? That's going to be heading down. And if we look how I've done it. And this is, that's it. Phalaenopsis Yang Yang Geigen cherry. And there we go. So that wicking method I'm using is just to enable the roots at the top not to stay too dry for too long. So that's that one, and this is the other one, and I think this one will be fine. Let's just have a look. There you see, can you see the roots? There. I think there's another root down in that bottom section. So and then they just fit into these little outer pots, and a certain way you twist them and then they lock, but you can easily unlock them. So that's going to be my video today. I'm sorry that I didn't have the tripod to actually show you, but I've done it in stages, so you can see how I'm doing it. But like I say now, these are in this pot that circles round and round and round. It's supposed to encourage the roots to go round and round and round. And there's the outer pot. So if nothing else, these will be able to settle now. I've transitioned them out of this sphagnum moss. Ooh, that looks like a worm. Which is good for my environment. And but I couldn't transition them straight away because they just keel over on me. Anyway, a long video, and I didn't mean it to be a long video, so thank you for joining me. And as I say, the transition has begun, and I shall do 1 or 2 a day, and eventually we'll get them all done. And then in between time, I'll give you, of course, several updates. And while I'm on at this moment, thank you to all my new subscribers. It's very kind of you to subscribe to my channel, and please bear with me. Right, I'll take you over here now, and then we can finish on these. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll take you up into the grow room because the other flowers opened on the veranda.